Okay, welcome to Thursday. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to GHL Power Hour, where we're going to talk about automations and all the fun kind of training things that we can do. Ben is coming on here, and let's just see who else joins us. We're going to give it a few minutes because we're at 9:59. We're a little bit early by 1 minute, and I am going to go live now. Okay, let's record too. Okay, everybody, welcome to High Level Power Hour, where we are going to talk about automations and training and support and anything like that. Any questions that you guys have that you want answered about High Level or one of our JHL Power Tools systems or products, I am happy to answer any questions that you guys have, and let's figure some stuff out. We've got Lawrence Weir, we've got Angela, we've got Ben joining us right now too. So I'm excited you guys to jump on here. And if you guys have any questions about anything, please let me know. Gonna give a few minutes for other people to come on. Angelina, how are you doing today? I like your picture.
Thank you. I didn't realize I was unmuted, but I'm doing great. I think this is the first time I'm able to jump on this, so I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. What is the Kingdom Sparkle Agency?
That's my white label of Go High Level that I
Nice.
started.
Cool. Like, so who are you working with? Like, what's your niche?
My niche is I'm kind of working on it now. I'm kind of restarting. Honestly, the name was just kind of a download of my own. I'm very faith forward businesswoman, entrepreneur.
Okay.
And so it's been really just entrepreneurs that want to simplify and streamline. So I'm trying to tone it down now. I'm part of a new program,
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
seeing where I want to take it. If I want to just go the affiliate route or if I'm still going to offer, the
Yeah,
agency directly. It's kind of an because I'm working on getting certified, so I'm really excited that I'm going through that process right now.
very cool.
And yeah, I just always wanted to continue to grow. I think Go High Level is a great, powerful tool, but having to market it in my first year has been challenging to say the least.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, there's so much stuff that you can do in there that it can be definitely overwhelming. I think
Yeah.
from my experience, it's when you can simplify things for your customer and you don't have to necessarily offer everything or just unleash people in there. The
Right.
affiliate way is really good to go as well. I think from what I've seen is the agencies who are really killing it with high level is they have gone down to a niche. But you know what? We were talking about this the other day, and I mean we've done the same thing where we'll serve a bunch of different niches and then
Yeah.
see which one clicks you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
and then it's like, hey, we're getting some success in this area, let's
Yeah.
dig into that a little bit more.
Yeah. And I think my thing is a lot of who I've been attracting are want done for you. And I'm not like at that spot that I want to do that. I kind of just want to like teach back and be like, own it. Here's how you do it,
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. um Yeah, I know. My wife Chandel, who sometimes jumps on here too, is she's the same way too. So she's great at marketing, she's great at sales, she's great at talking to people, like putting together courses and whatever else. And then
Yeah.
when it comes to support, you're learning more stuff, but she
Yeah.
would not be the person to teach you how to go and do stuff. But she'll tell you all the benefits about it for sure.
Great.
She knows about it for sure. Yeah, and we got Lawrence on here. Lawrence, how are you doing today? Oh, maybe he's not quite on yet. Ben, we got Ben on here as well. So maybe somebody else wants to say hi. Very cool. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to like. I never ever have anything planned. I'm usually more of like, hey, let's ask some questions and see how things go. So, is there anything like Angelina, is there anything that you're like struggling with or like been thinking about that you'd like to do that you haven't done yet? Or any questions that, you know, some of your done for you clients are like, hey, how do we do this? And you're like, I don't know.
So, really, I've been exploring the opportunity of going to affiliate. Are you doing, or do you market out affiliate options, or do you opt them in more for the agency to join your agency directly?
We have like we have a different setup. So what I mean, we provide a lot of stuff for other agencies inside of High Level. We have a number of affiliates for sure. And then we also have like done for you client services where
Hmm.
we'll like run ads, build the funnel. Some of our client, a lot of our clients, they don't even necessarily go into High Level. We give them the app so they can do the conversations, they can see what's coming in, and they can answer stuff through the conversations panel. But for the most part, they typically don't even want to go in there because we deal with a lot more local businesses. And what we
Oh,
found
gotcha.
with just local businesses is they're typically busy running their brick and mortar, and
Yeah.
they don't want to learn a new technology, and they don't want to get in there. They just, a lot of times they just want somebody to go and do that for them. um
Oh, gotcha.
it's not always, but we do have some more techie type clients who want to go in there and they geek out a little bit about it. But for the most part, you know, if we're working with like an accountant or a hair salon or a restaurant or something like that, they're like, I am busy doing what I'm doing, just you guys send me clients.
Right, right.
Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's perfect. Got it.
So
Okay.
I do want to do more affiliate. So what was your thoughts around affiliates? So like you have
I
let's
think it's
talk
because
about it for a second.
I don't have a team that really can support the whole done for you concept that
Hmm.
everybody keeps asking for. I'm just like, well, I can walk you through stuff and show you how to do the things.
Right.
But so, I'm finding clients that don't want to do that. They just want everything. They just want me to give it to them, and then maintain that. So I think that's where I like, well, affiliates, I can at least attract those that know what they're getting into, and they're just like, I'm gonna get this the and I want
Totally.
to like maintain, I guess.
And then you want to do more training and stuff like that
Yeah,
just to show
yeah.
them.
I
Yeah.
would rather do the
Have you
training
checked
side.
out like have you seen any of Bridget Bartlett's stuff?
Oh my God, I love Bridget.
Yeah, she does such a good job, right?
Yeah.
And what she and I really love her model for attracting affiliates as well, which is not like, hey, we've been talking about this a little bit, just different ways that people have built up their affiliate things where they started off with a really good TikTok video and just kind of got a lot of traction from that, and then built out a little mini course of like, here's how to use High Level.
Yeah.
Or what Bridget does is she picks a niche every week and then says, hey, I'm going to create like 5 videos on how to use High Level for this niche this week. And then she has them up on YouTube and then and wherever else. So then when somebody comes along and she meets somebody who says, hey, I'm in this industry, oh, you got to
Mhm.
check this out. I created a course for, you know, dog groomers on how to use High Level. And then they can do that, and then they can sign up under a link and things like that. So I think that's really a neat way. Do you have like a following, or like do you have have you built a list and stuff like that already
I have
too?
my list. It's mainly when I just started going into like coaching and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was gonna do like life coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when we go through the whole self-development thing, and when I found really that my my zone of genius more is on the tech side and helping build out all this stuff and walking people through um the systems and the operations behind it. Like I love what that Go High Level is, a one-stop shop for all that, and
Yeah.
being able to teach that back is where I feel like I'm growing into, is to being that more that systems coach, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Kind
Very cool. Very cool.
of like what
Awesome.
you're doing, where you're like showing us some things better into the system and how to utilize it. I love
Yeah,
it.
so we build more, like, I don't know. I like building and creating and being creative and adding stuff to things. So that's where we just started building out a bunch of our different stuff, like our rewards and loyalty system and
Yeah.
our all the kind of different plugins and stuff that we're adding into the back end of High Level. And then I mean we're growing from that too, where where we want to do more training and like the tech support training, like we're doing potentially here. And then
Yeah.
also like we're launching something on next week. We're actually going to do a 5-day challenge on sales and like building your brand and doing that next week. And then
Yeah.
that'll lead into something we're calling Launch Lab, which is going to be like just more about building your business and getting out there, building your brand, finding customers, doing sales and stuff like that. Because find so many people that are in high level have been in it for months and months, but they haven't utilized it, right? They haven't
Right.
put anything into action, and they're
Yeah.
not going out to get customers, and they're afraid to go get customers maybe, or afraid to go talk to people. So that's where I think we're going to evolve. We're going to still have the tools and the business in a box type stuff through Power Tools, but then we're also to provide more support, motivation, training. Like, let's go out there and get it.
I
Let's
love
go out there and
that.
make things happen. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
our
good.
that's our goal.
Okay, I do have a question then,
Yeah.
unless you want to see if someone else has
No,
something.
no,
Um,
you go. We'll let
because
people
I've been
raise their
because
hand.
I've been kind of pivoting, I did move from the I can't remember the program, the top tier, the 497 to the
Yeah,
297, right? Away from SaaS.
yeah,
I
totally.
did notice that when I did that, some of the settings where I'm able to uh turn on and off their access if they're on different tiers with me is gone. Like it doesn't have the
Right.
same SaaS configuration settings, and I didn't realize that was going to go away. So what is the best way when if I onboard this way and they go to the agency, not the affiliate, through me and they pick a different tier for me to get the right access to them? Because it was so easy. I feel like I'm gonna have to upgrade again soon just because I liked it better. But like
That's the
how
whole
do
point. That's the whole point of the
yeah,
SaaS one, is that you can create those different packages and give them
yeah,
different, like automatically install this snapshot, automatically give them permissions,
yeah.
it's difficult to do that through the 297. We actually, because we offer a lot of services to our clients, we actually just downgraded to the 297 again. We're on the 497 for like since Black Friday. I was like, let's try it and
Yeah,
see if that's where we want to go. And I feel like I'm
yeah.
probably going to go back to it at some point. But right now, I was just like, let's go back down to the 297 because we were on that for like 3 years and it didn't really matter to
Hmm.
us.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we do everything. Again, we do a lot of services for clients, so we don't typically play around with that where we're offering them different packages. The thing is, you have to do it manually. And the downside too is if you're like rebilling, you can't upsell your
Right.
customers through
Yeah.
that. So they can pay for their own SMS through Lead Connector. They pay for their own email through Lead Connector, but it's basically just the wholesale cost
Like the
of
watch. Yeah.
what they're offering. So
Hmm.
there are some disadvantages to that. And then you
So is
can't,
it
I
what I'm
guess you
finding is
also,
that I have to go through I have to go to the user permissions. That's how
yeah.
they the certain access, right? That's okay. I'm just making sure I was doing that right. Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah. That's it. You have to go into each user and then set the permissions for that user. We typically just like when we bring on somebody, we have it as part of our scope, our like our operating procedure, which is
mhm,
like onboard this person, turn off all these things that they don't need. You
gotcha.
know,
Yeah.
they because it's just going to confuse them when
Yeah.
they're in there anyways, right? Because they're like, what is this thing and how do I do
Yeah.
this? And we build the funnels and automations for them, so they shouldn't have to go in and change any messaging or do that kind of stuff. And we generally run Facebook ads for local leads and
Mhm.
get them the customers, and then we send them the notifications and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah, you'd have to go into the permissions in order to do that for each user.
Okay. No, I was just making sure I was on the right track
it's
or if
it's
there
a
was
little
somewhere
bit more
else.
manual, right?
Yeah.
But so we have to go and do it without
Yeah.
being on SaaS.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
then it's yeah. Yeah, we got Scola just joined us here. Miguel, how are you doing today?
Hey, how's it going? Doing good. I actually do have a question about the dynamic
Absolutely.
QR codes.
Yep.
So, that dashboard, I don't know if it's just a bug right now or something, but for example, I go into one of my sub accounts that I haven't created any dynamic QR codes yet.
Okay.
But it says there's 4 total QR codes, and that's because I have QR codes on other sub accounts.
Yeah, that might be a bug. I feel like I noticed that the other day too. If you go into the QR code generator, it says you have this many QR codes, and yeah, because yeah, I just went into mine here and it says we have 17. Let me take a look at that because that might be tied to your um that might be tied to your account.
Okay.
And then let me see if I can, yeah, it's probably tied to your account. So we have it two different ways. We have it tied to an account inside of our backend. Sorry. We have it tied to our account, the account in your backend, but then it's also tied to each location. So let me see if there's something that I need to change for the total QR codes for that sub account.
Okay.
I'll have to look at the stats and see what we do there. Because each one should be tied to the location that is created in and give us the stats because we're pulling in all the stats for those. Yeah, I'll take a look at that over the next couple days here and make sure we get that changed.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Put it on my list here. QR codes. Codes. Total. Awesome. Okay, cool. Who was just on here too? So Ben, I know Ben's on here. I wonder if Ben, hey Ben, how's it going? Miguel, sorry, before I cut you off, was that it? Like, or was there anything else?
Yeah, that's it. I haven't looked through it enough yet,
Okay.
the whole platform, the course and all that. So I'm gonna go through that this weekend.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool. I don't know if Ben's around. I'm wondering which Ben this is because we got a number of Bens. Hey, and then Scola, how are you doing today?
I'm good, man. I was actually patiently waiting. I know when we spoke yesterday, I was saying that I wanted you to, if you could, walk me through how to use the onboarding automation.
Oh yeah, okay, let's chat about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll share my screen here. Let's go over to onboarding. Okay, so I'm gonna take a drink here before I start talking a lot. Okay, so one of the things that we just built out here was a really simple onboarding system. The thing is, it needs to be set up for your system. The way that we did this one is for rewards, but you could take this and modify it for whatever you want. Now, what you're going to want to do is put probably in your main. How are you thinking of maybe just walk me through how you were thinking that you'd want to use it, and then we can discuss it, and then I can just give you some pointers on how to get it set up.
All right. So right now, with the bar owner that I closed out yesterday, I was just going to send him maybe a web page link, something, and then but I didn't really know how it works. So my mind is telling me that I want to send it out to him, let him fill out all the information, and I'm guessing it'll automatically populate in the custom values section on his account. Is that right? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have, I think you have do you have our custom values updater as well?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so this one uses the custom values updater. The what we built in here right now is just kind of the workflows for it, and it's tied into our custom values updater right now. How many clients have you set up so far with the system?
Two.
Okay. I'm wondering if, and I'm not saying that this isn't a great way to go, but a lot of times what we'll do for those clients is we'll get them to fill out, maybe I'll share it with you. It's just it's like Jot form. It's like it's paper form that has a bunch of questions about their business that we send out to onboard clients. So I know when we're just first getting them set up, first few anyways, I would recommend almost doing it manually just so you have a really good idea of how this goes. I don't know, I'll have to check to see if you guys have the custom values updater. Otherwise, this can be modified to just use custom values inside of high level as well. Now, the way we have it set up is we have this broken up into 8 different forms right now on the page. And then when you fill out form 1, it's going to send to an automation that's going to use our custom values updater and update the custom values for that sub account. Now, the custom values for that sub account could be the same sub account that you're already in, but this could be in your like marketing account, and then you update well, I don't know if you would do that. You could do it. Just trying to think of how you could best do it. You could drop this into the customer's account and then have them fill out the form. Now, we could also have it tied to their new sub account. So this is kind of, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is kind of a work in progress here.
Right now. So if I can-
Here, I'm just gonna mute that in there. Yeah, so I'll tell you the way it works, okay? They come in and fill out this form. It sends it to automations. Here are we onboard them, we welcome them, we send them a link that says, hey, go and start filling out your forms. Okay, this is going to fill out their details. I suppose you could get them to come through and fill out this information as well. One of the things, though, I am going to say is depending on what service you're offering the client, like if you're doing the loyalty cards or whatever, you might want to tailor your workflow here. You might want to tailor your site to not have all the forms. You know what I mean? So if you're not giving them loyalty cards, then you probably don't want the loyalty card form on there.
Okay.
Right? If you're not using the QR code, the printable QR code landing page, that's not in it's not in the restaurant one actually. You probably don't want them filling out that form. You don't need to, right? So there's some things you can add or take out from here. Now, what I tried to do is just set this up for the base rewards one, and maybe it's just that I need to go through and I'm gonna say I just wouldn't probably set this up and send it to him and ask him to fill it out just now.
Okay.
I mean, you can I'm struggling here with it because I know it works, but a little bit of setup just to customize it for your account. So basically we have 10 different forms. You can go through and decide which information that you want to collect through those forms. So we have form 1 through 10. And the reason why we did this was because then it just makes it more kind of more dynamic, where you can change what each one does, right? And then I was trying to go through and make it fill out the information so you know exactly what you're filling out on each one of these steps.
Okay.
And then it goes to automation once you go fill out one of those forms. So I really kind of built this as a template, but you fill out the form, it's going to go to the onboarding workflow. Depending on which step you come in through, which form, then it's going to send that person through down here. It's going to check to see which form that they filled out and what step they're on. And then it'll go through and update the contact field saying, hey, we did step 1. Step 1 is done. Update the custom values. Then it's going to go to, it's going to send them over to a reminder workflow where it's going to wait 24 hours to see if they've done step 2 or not. If they automatically go to step 2 and fill that out, then it's going to update saying step 2 was done. Again, it's going to update the custom values using our custom values updater. And then it's going to move them to step 3 inside of this workflow. It'll remove them and then add them to that workflow again. And then same thing for step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. It's going to go down the line. And if you stop it anywhere, what's going to happen then is 24 hours later, it'll say, hey, you did step 4. The step 4 form is filled out, but you still have to do step 5. So go back and go finish your onboarding. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so it sends out the reminders. We've been again, we've been testing this for quite a while here, and it's working. We just don't have it implemented into any of our onboarding stuff just yet. So this is a bit of a work in progress. That's why it's not in our back end yet. But we do have a wait, and then we have an add to workflow for the onboarding reminder. There, I might have to take a look at that as well. But that's so I guess the option is you can drop this right into the customer's system. You do need our custom values updater to make it work. If you don't have the custom values updater, one thing that you would have to do, and this is going to be more work than possibly it's worth right at this moment, especially if you want to onboard a client like today or tomorrow, is you can go into workflows here, and then you can go custom value, update custom value, and then you can say you can select which custom value you want to update. Here, let's say it's the URL, and then you could say new value is going to be from a custom field. So just a little less in that this is how you use the little custom values updater inside of high level. So you would go and pick the domain or what URL. Domain. Oh, maybe it's not in there. It should be in there though. So just as a little lesson here, if you're going to use the custom values updater inside of workflows, because high level does have a custom values updater, you need to go through and say which custom value you're updating. It'll show you the current value, and then you put in here with what the new value is, and that can be from a custom field, and then you'd save action, and then you have to do that for each one of your things. So update custom value, and then you go for all the ones in form 1, all the ones in form 2, all the ones in form 3. So it's a little bit of work. You can manually do that if you want, if you don't have like again our custom values updater. So
Does the custom values updater come with the thing, or that's a separate thing?
it's separate from rewards. I don't remember. I just don't remember off the top of my head if you have the reward system or if you had Power Tools too. Let me just check. Yeah, you have the reward system, but I mean you don't have our Power Tools system, which has like the reviews, QR code generator, subdomain manager, custom values updater, V cards, a whole bunch of other stuff, video testimonials, things like that.
Okay.
So if you wanted to use that, like if you're setting like here's I would say I'd say definitely work on automating getting that automated. I'm gonna send you over a link to our paper form and paperform.com I think it's called. This is a system that we use, but we've used this we got this as like a lifetime deal from AppSumo for years ago. It's just kind of like Jotform or whatever. Paperform.co. And then we do a lot of our onboarding forms in here, and you could do the same thing, same style of thing inside of high level, and then generate a PDF if you wanted to. And yeah, I mean, definitely I would be like, oh, hey, eventually I want to onboard here, but here I'm going to show you this. Do I just go view? I guess so. So here's generally the questions that we ask our clients. when we do the setup. I'm gonna put it in chat here. And it's a good guide to what questions you want to ask your customer. The only thing that might not be in here is, oh yeah, we do have like, let's create a promotion. What's your first promotion? Things like that. So you want to get them, I would get them to fill this out, and then just so you can set it up manually for the first one here. And then if we want to work at getting that white label, because I know you signed that guy yesterday. So being like, hey, let's go and get that, use the onboarding workflow. Right now, I feel like there just had to be some little bit of customization for
No,
what you want to do. Or I end up, I should possibly go through and make one specifically for the restaurant reward system.
yeah, that makes sense. I was just thinking more of signing people up, and scaling it and
Yeah.
having a having a
Oh,
more
100%, 100%. I would totally do that if we're setting it up to scale it, to have people fill out that information. I'm just saying, because you signed that guy yesterday and you want to get the information probably as soon as possible.
Right.
This totally works. It's just going to take you like a day to probably not a day, but it's going to take you a little while to customize what questions you're asking, what custom values you want them to update, that kind of thing, and implement it into your marketing system, versus going and collecting the information from the customer right now.
Right. I get it.
So yeah, just from an agency standpoint, like 100%, yeah, we should get this set up for you and have it so that, yeah, once they're done, it automatically fires off an email. It goes to them, they come to this page, they start doing their onboarding and fill out their information. Absolutely 100% agree. That's exactly why we built it. But because you signed that guy yesterday and you want to get him rolling, I would have him just maybe even take an example of what we have here for that paper form and get him to fill out the answers for that.
Okay. Okay, and your suggestion is taking what you showed on that paper form and maybe creating a form in high level, or just sending like
Yeah,
a
so
link?
you can do it in high level too. So like, let's go and actually using let's just say that onboarding workflow that I sent you, it has all the questions for what you would need for onboarding a customer. So if we went back to sites, forms, let's just go to this form here. If I don't know what form 11 is. We could go in here, actually in that onboarding snapshot, it has under the custom fields, it has all the onboarding questions that you would want to ask them. So you could actually just drag this all, each one you want, into a form here using that. Like, you can import this into your main marketing account. Let's just say cancel, hit save here from that. And let's go try something while we're here. Let's try turning that form and exporting it out into a PDF and sending you info, because as far as I know, you should be able to do that. Start from scratch. I've never done it yet, but I believe you can. So let's explore that for a second. High level automation form to PDF. So let's go here. Let's go form submitted. And that's going to be just our form 11, because that's the one we're playing around with. Now, can we go, is there a PDF action? Thought that was something that they released, was it not?
I'm not sure.
Do attaching PDF files from form survey. I mean, so what you could do with this anyways, if you just wanted to do that, they could submit the form and then you could create yourself an email notification. Send internal notification, email, and then go put your own from there. It'd be like, say info at GAUX systems.
Yes.
whatever your email is there. So, and then put like onboarding form. And then you can put the customer's name here. There. And then you could fill out your answers right here. So you'd have to go and kind of build this out. You'd go like name, email, so then what reward, you'd go in and fill that out. And then again, a little bit of work here, go to custom values, or not custom values, contact custom fields. And then be like, okay, so yeah, like main service you provide kind of thing. And then you'd write that out, main service you provide. And then this is going to at least send you an email with these details, these notifications, with
Gotcha.
these with all the information that they filled out for your onboarding, right? Again, a little bit more work to set that up, but then you really only have to set this up once to go through and do it. So I'm just gonna mute.
Recording in progress.
There. Okay, so does that make sense? You could go through and do that. I also thought there was a way. Oh yeah, so you go custom email and then you send it to your own email. So info at whatever. I don't know what your email is. GoSystems.com. Do that, and then that'll email you. Actually, this is gonna be here. This is gonna be website. And then you do onboarding form for that person. And then you could also put their business name in if it's in there as well. And then go through and fill this out. And then you can send them a link being like, hey, can you go through and fill out this form? And then you would have one long form that they'd want to go through and fill out, which is kind of a little bit what we were trying to avoid with the big long onboarding flow. But then you could take those details and fill them out yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to do attachment there. And that's what we do. And then it's just easy enough to just copy and paste those answers. And here's the thing is a lot of times customers, when you're onboarding them too, and I've talked about this with a few different agencies and who are trying to do more automated onboarding. What they found too is that customers don't necessarily know what to fill out. Is sometimes the issue. So I was talking with an agency the other day who does a lot of onboarding for their customers. And I was like, yeah, you can use this and then fill out form and the custom values. And then they're like, okay, should we like have our internal team, like our VA, fill out that information for them or have customer do it? And I'm like, well, you can have the customer do it, but then you're relying on the customer knowing what to actually say, because a lot of times they won't do marketing speak, right? Or like they won't phrase things in a way that's going to make sense for the system. So you can either have a VA do it or have a little bit more guidelines on how to do it. But thinking about how we can maybe optimize that onboarding flow might make sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna delete that one there. I thought they had a thing now that you can just automatically generate a PDF from a form, but maybe that's from like invoices and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
No, but that makes sense. And I think at this point, doing it the way you just showed me a work perfectly fine. I just want to, obviously, like we talked about, moving forward and being optimistic in Danika's ability to go close these deals.
Oh, for sure.
I don't want to get overwhelmed when it starts coming in. So I would love to have some bit of automation to it.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, with the number of ones that we're bringing in, it's not like a huge amount, and it's enough for us to be able to like, okay, well, we'll go set up that account, right? I do love the idea of being able to fill out the custom values. Now, one of the persons I sent this over to, this onboarding workflow to the other day, they were just going to give it to their staff, basically set up a page where they can update the custom values for their team, using a workflow like that. Still, so they can go fill step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and go through the process like that. But they were going to give it to their VA to go and get their account set up rather than rather than having the customer fill that out right at the beginning. But I think we could definitely make it so that that when the customer goes to fill that out, it would make sense. But I think I was on the right track with it by making it so that, like, when you go to step one, being very clear about, or going to the form and being very clear about what this field does. And I think I've gone through about half of the forms in the system here, trying to explain very clearly about what you're doing. And you could also put a video on here too, as one of the steps that I thought would be a really good idea, is having a video like, hey, welcome to rewards. Let's get your account set up. And then maybe it makes sense that we create those videos individually and just have a template for them or something. But video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, going through it for rewards.
No, makes sense. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry, I didn't have a better. That's a number of ways that I would do onboarding though. And again, we use something like Paperform, just again because we got like a lifetime deal to it years ago. And what's nice about that is it's just drag and drop, right? You drag all your form fields in, and then it will send you over. It'll send you over a PDF with all that information completely filled out. So it's quick to do, so you don't have to create that email. Too bad High Level doesn't actually have send all customer data. Like, if you had like a contact form on like a website, like I was just like thinking about this yesterday because I was in one of our clients' sites doing like a update for WordPress, and we're changing their forms around, and they just have like a default template. So any form fields that got filled out at that, like when that form was filled out, it's going to automatically send you all those details, right? Rather than having to be like, you build your own again. Wonder how we make that possible. But then you
I
might
was,
have a giant list of all the custom fields in their system.
I'm actually in a situation right now where a client of mine that I built the website for is now, this prior to me even being on Go High Level, but they now want to use the services to do applications and forms where it's a municipality, so the city
Yeah.
wants to run all their forms and stuff through, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that happen right now.
Oh, trying to put it all through High Level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
I would do. I almost. There are ways that you can fill out forms and then have it go to a PDF, so then it gets emailed to whoever it needs to go to with that information. I'm going to look more into how do we generate those PDFs, because then you can set up the forms for them and then make it either auto-filled or whatever. I know for a lot of our clients, we did fillable PDFs too. So they have their form, and then we just made every form on their website, and it's for a government client that we had, and they manage all the wastewater facilities in Saskatchewan. So they have all their applications, all the renewal applications, all that kind of stuff. We took them all and we converted them all into fillable PDFs so that they can fill that information out. Now, maybe that's something that they would want to do. I'm not really sure what all their applications look like, but it sounds like a good chunk of work anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to streamline and figure out the best way to get it done, because they want employment applications, all kind of stuff on there.
Yeah, and they probably have them all in PDF right now, where it's like download this PDF and then fill it out
Right.
and mail it back to us, kind of thing.
Right. And
And
they try to put everything online, where they can easily do it like that.
yeah, if they have PDFs, it's pretty easy to convert them to fillable PDFs so that people don't have to take it down, like take it and then print it out and then fill it in and then scan it and send it back. The fillable PDFs work really well. That's just a different thing. And otherwise, yeah, I guess you could go through high level and make every one of their, you'd have to make every one of their forms and then make sure that gets sent off. And then if we can figure out, if we take a look at how to do the PDFs using high level. I don't know if anybody else who's in here has done a PDF from high level yet. If you guys have, let us know. Because maybe we can get that working too. High level automation. Oh, it's just, I think it's in chats, and maybe they talked about it in a, I'm just looking, sorry, on the website right now for stuff to get done. There's only 12 requests so far. I'm going to up it to 13. If you want high level to go and add that to their list, I'm going to post this in chat here, and
Yeah. Dude, so post it.
everybody can go in and update that. Creation of a PDF to be templated document from submission. They'll create the template and rename it appropriately based on the text entered or choose a value. Yeah, anyways, you can go update that on the roadmap if you're interested in it anyways. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, how's everyone else doing here today? Does anybody else have any tech questions or anything they've stumbled across in the last, week here that you guys would like some help with?
What's happening, Jason? It's Dre.
Hey Dre, how you doing?
Good, brother. What's happening, everybody? Yeah, man, I am right, still struggling. I'm gonna send you a Loom later today, or
Yeah.
try to schedule a call. But so right on the CV updater, follow the steps that you showed me the other day, and I rewatched the video, and it said right that I could use the same sub account for forms as
Yeah.
I do for the custom values, right?
Yeah.
So I went ahead and did that because it was telling me it was an invalid API for everything if I used like a different account. So I went ahead and used our main marketing account. And as soon as I go ahead to create collection, it starts loading and never comes back, goes to a white screen, never comes back. So don't know. I'm not sitting
Weird.
at my laptop.
Oh, okay. Let me
Um,
go. I'm gonna go check it out right now. Might be able
yeah,
to
yeah.
log in and
Um,
go see right now.
yeah. I was
So
about to say, yeah, I could go grab my laptop and screen share, I think, yeah.
let me take a look.
But yeah,
I
I
pull
can
up.
wait till
I'm gonna share my screen here
cool,
too. So I'm in your
for
backend
sure.
account right there. So if I go to custom values updater. So you went to go create a collection and then it's not letting you do the collection?
So yeah, it wouldn't move forward. So I was able to map the values, right? I was able to
Okay.
map the custom values, but once I clicked
Which one is the
what's
main account? The 360?
TBM 360, yeah. So the
Yeah.
360 is the main
And
account.
then let's do test. We can change the name of this later. Test collection.
So we don't see, I'm still okay, here we go. It's catching up now, I think.
Okay. And then we'll do the snapshot and get custom values. Are we getting an error from it? Weird. Due to server replied with an error. Let me see. Maybe that's something on my end that's being weird. Okay, I'm gonna check this out right now. Let's just
Okay.
You said it was pulling in the custom values for you though?
So right now I got a little screen lag, so I can't even see where you are. My
Oh,
your
okay.
screen share, all I see is let me see. I'm not able to even
Okay,
see
so
where
we pulled
you
in
are.
custom values. And I'm
Okay, here we are. Right. Yeah, we're back. Okay, so here we are.
Oh, we are
Right. So you see,
getting
we got a
errors.
gang of custom values, 2 million custom values, right?
Oh, there we go. I wonder if there's like okay, see the custom values. But we're showing an error. Why are we seeing an error? Quest has no response data available. I'm gonna refresh and try it again. And see, okay, so we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go here, and then. So maybe we want to switch this around. Let's go custom fields and let's go. Do you have you have to have custom fields in here or something? API key is invalid.
Right? Yeah.
Which account is that for?
So it's any account other than TBM 360. When I try to connect them, that's what I keep getting.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to, gonna bring this up and then let's go to this is collections.
Is anybody else able to see the screen? Because all I got is a black screen. I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all see?
Is the screen can anybody see the screen?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can too.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop out and pop back in then because I can't see anything.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this and see if there's something there's a reason why we're getting an error on this.
Okay, yeah, I'm back live now. Cool. All right. Yeah, so I've been having troubles, man, just moving past this point. I'm like, what's
Weird.
going on?
Okay, so API key is invalid. Okay, let's just go back and let's just see. Okay, if we just said this one, get custom values, that one says no. Here, if we do the TBM 360, we do get custom values.
Yep.
Okay, and you guys are on the 497. Let's go
Yep.
move this one right now. And I'm gonna add this one, and then it's the snapshot one again. TBM snapshot update. Okay, let's go here again. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Like it's gonna be, I don't know why it would be doing that. I wonder if
Yeah,
I
because
can
I was like,
check.
I watched the video a couple of times and I was like, all
Yeah,
right, we're on the 497, so it should
yeah, no,
show,
it
right?
shouldn't
We should be
be,
able to
it
add
shouldn't be
anything.
a problem.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
go. I just want to check this. Well, one of the, it's weird that like one works and then the other one's not working, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I just want to just make sure that we're pulling in custom values here. Let's go. Is that one good? No, that one's pulling them all in too. Okay, I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna probably gonna have to do is see what kind of error or where that's because we're pulling in custom values. That would be get custom values on this page here. And I don't understand why, unless you went in and like refreshed the location API key for
So
that account.
for our main marketing account, TBM 360,
No, for
right?
the snapshot one.
Nah, I haven't done anything with that snapshot at all. I haven't done anything with that API key. The only API key I even added in was the TBM 360. I created a new one so that we could copy it and then pasted it on in. Copied and pasted.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can check it out offline, brother.
Yeah,
I
I think
know,
that's what we'll
you
have to
know.
do is we'll have to see why specifically that account isn't loading.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? Because the other one
could we troubleshoot and see if we add in another account and then
sure, let's
create
go.
anoth account and see if that makes
I'm gonna
sense, if
close this
it'll work with that one?
Sure, why not? Let's go back to need a window, custom values updater. Let's add a different location. Does it matter which one?
Nah, go for it. Yeah, it don't matter.
Nicole Harris's account. That is super weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to, it'll have to, we'll have to troubleshoot something. I'll have to dig in to some of the code and display some errors here and see what's actually, what's happening here. So sort of PHP, maybe I can figure it out here really quick. I probably won't be able to figure it out really quick, but
Okay. Nah,
okay,
no
so
worries, man.
let's go to server, let's go to get CV, and then I just hoping to like display uh the error here that we're getting.
Got you.
Go to definition there. Get custom values. Okay. Let's I'm gonna branch array.
Back to the previous question you got. I don't know if you can mentally multitask, but I was thinking about what Scala was just talking about. Is there any way to go to the form submissions and pull data that way, right? To right,
Go
you were
to
talking
the
about converting it
form.
to a PDF. Yeah, I'm talking about the previous brother's problem.
Yeah. Well, one of the things is if you're gonna pull, I don't. That's what I was just trying to think is, or I don't know if we can convert it to a PDF directly from there and just pull
Got you.
all the fields. That's what I was gonna take a look at.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look at if we're getting an error adding that location, but the first location, it's weird that the first location worked and then the
Right.
second location didn't work.
Yeah.
So, because we're still being able to pull in from here, no problem. I may have to refresh the page for that. No, see, it's pulling in those.
Yeah. I was able to do it. And like literally, I've gone through 3 times now and mapped out everything TBM 360 to TBM 360. So the location for custom values and the location for custom fields, TBM 360 to TBM 360. Now go ahead and like just do one custom value. And yeah, let's just see. Now watch. When I tried to pull them in, save collection, goes to a white screen and never loads.
Okay, I'll spend some time on this right after our call here and get that.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you much, man.
No problem. Thanks for letting me know about this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's enough of that, I guess, for right now. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, sorry about that, but we'll get that
No
figured
worries.
out here
For sure.
today.
Appreciate it.
Before we jump off, does any Ben or Elizabeth, Miguel, do you guys have any more questions or ideas or thoughts or anything like that for today that I can help you guys with?
I guess quick question about the hair salon snapshot. It says
Yep.
coming soon. Is there like an expected date for that?
I have to we were just going through the messaging and finishing that up, but let's say Tuesday. I promise I'll get it out by Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yes, my cousin actually she opened one up, so I
Okay.
was wondering about that.
Yeah. There's not much that has to get changed in it. I mean, I can send you the link to it now. The only thing that what we've been going through and making changes to is just some of the messaging. So we've just been going through like I mean just testing it and getting the messaging correct inside of the salon one. So that's the only difference right now. Other than that, the salon one is working.
Oh, okay.
So if I say by Tuesday here, then well at least I know tomorrow's Friday. Weekend I'm away for my daughter's volleyball tournament. And then Monday we can definitely get that finished and then I can get it to you guys on Tuesday for sure.
Oh, awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Thank you.
yeah, does anybody have any other thoughts? No. Okay. So, one of the things I'm going to announce again here at the end of the thing is we're doing this afternoon in an hour. Actually, we're going through the restaurant reward system again, from top to bottom. We're doing a presentation on that, and then next week, from Monday to Friday, yeah, from Monday to Friday, we're doing a 5-day challenge to just about building your brand and getting out and finding customers and doing all that kind of attracting customers and how to build your brand so that people are coming to you. I'm gonna have the registration link ready for that later today. I'll make sure everybody gets emailed out that link. So if you guys want to join us next week for that 5-day challenge, more than appreciate having you guys on there. So it's just a lead into our program we're going to call the Launch Lab. And yeah, Skull just wrote volleyball, hockey. You have some athletes. Yeah, my daughter plays volleyball, hockey. She's not playing spring hockey, but she plays volleyball, hockey. Look, she's playing lacrosse right now on a mixed team with kids that are way bigger than her. And then she's also playing lacrosse on the girls team as well. And then she does track too. So she's just ridiculously busy, which makes me ridiculously busy. So things are good. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping on with us here today. If you guys are going to be around for the restaurant rewards or restaurant marketing presentation we're doing in an hour, we'll see you guys then. Otherwise, you guys have a great couple days. And Dre will get that. I'll take a look at that, those custom values there and make sure those are working. I don't know what the deal is with that, but we'll get that all figured out.
No worries, brother. Please make sure. I'm not sure if just yet. Please send that email for the rewards. I'm gonna invite a couple of our affiliates to the presentation. To the
Oh
demo.
yeah, okay, perfect, absolutely. I
sure.
will actually. Give me 1 second because I can even post the link in here for the
sure.
registration for it, anyways. At least.
Yep.
And let me go here. No. Workshops, webinars. So the brand page, but here is the. Yep, here it's in an hour, but I'll put that there if you guys want to share with anyone in there. I'm gonna go update the automation just so I know that like 15 minutes before it's gonna send out a link to it as well. Especially if people are gonna join right now. This one is wait 1 hour. Let's go do that. Copy call to actions. Let's go. I'll get a link 15 minutes before.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right. All right. We'll see you guys right away. You can use that link and that will register people for the restaurant rewards or restaurant marketing presentation in an hour. All right. Awesome, you guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Appreciate you guys being on here. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.